Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. There is a website for this, schifferbooks.com, if you want to search out that information. Supportive Oracle Cards, Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish, illustrated by Jesse Reish. This is a Hay House product. The website is hayhouse.com, hayhouse.com. This deck is from 2002, but I know I have stuff from them. Like, there's a calendar. I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm almost completely confident that that calendar is from Hay House. So, if that website's still working, I don't know, but I'm very confident that that company still is. They might have changed their website, if you're so interested. Okay. There's a card that fell off the bottom. I'm just going to leave it there. I don't know what it is. Okay. I feel like you've been putting in a lot of effort to something. I mean, you have a lot of energy anyway. Leo typically does. But there's something where you've really been trying to keep at it. I feel like it's something where I keep coming at this brick wall almost, and I keep chipping at it and beating on it, and I get through a layer of it, and then there's another brick wall. Like it's got 15 or 16 like layers of it. Just like it's just forever. It's just like I don't know how long it goes, but I keep beating at this wall, and then I get frustrated, and I'm like, well, I've come too far now, and then I keep beating at it, and I'm just like, how long does this thing go? I'm like, how far does this go? I feel like I'm very defiant with it too, kind of like. Part of me wants to just kind of walk away and do something else, but another part of me is kind of aggravated, and I'm just like, no, this wall is not going to beat me. I'm going to get through this wall, and it's ticking me off, kind of like, I'm just going to keep coming at this wall till it comes down. You've got organization, study, and the Six of Pentacles, which is the Six of Coins, Earth. I feel a lot of Earth energy here. Study and organizations, like, study is like, research to me. That's like figuring things out. That's very Earth to me. Organization is putting together a plan. That seems very Earth to me as well. Although you could say that, Aries has strategy, which is another level of that. But you just are not willing to give up. Ironically, I think you want to, but you're just like, I'm not going to. You want to just walk away from it, but you're like, nope. I've had it. I've gone too far, and I'm getting ticked off. It's just kind of like, this situation isn't going to beat me. This situation is not going to beat me, and I'm going to make it. And I'm getting aggravated with it, and it just seems to keep spurring me forward. I'm not willing to give up. Now, the energy you're dealing with, you're difficult to contain. Can you really even contain a Leo? I mean, honestly, can you? That's what they're telling me. You're difficult to contain. But this energy keeps trying. But they're kind of looking at it. It's kind of like, a really strong energy. They're trying to cage you. But it's kind of like, this isn't going to work. Like, it's just kind of like they can't. It's not going to work. So it's by containing you this way, it's going to either kill the situation or you're going to break out of it. So you know what I mean. It's not going to work. They have knowledge with abundance. They don't want to let you go though. The visual I'm seeing is like a lion, but like versus like the cage in the zoo versus like one of those ranges where they have like 7 or 8 acres where it's like. It's enclosed for the lion, like 7 or 8 acres where that lion can roam around and do what they want, and hunt birds or whatever they're going to do. Groundhogs, I don't know. But like they're trying to expand the boundaries but still keep you where they want you. I almost feel like this is the key thing we want you to know in this reading. Because I feel like that's what they're doing. They're trying to expand the boundaries, but still keep you where they want to. It won't take long before you figure that out. Because I'm thinking, again, with the lion, like going from a cage in a zoo to like a 7 or 8 acres that's, enclosed so that the lion can't escape. Won't be long before the lion has traced around the whole perimeter and knows the new boundaries. It won't be long at all. In fact, I think it's probably like one of the natural things they would do is like see how far they can go, trace the boundary and see where it goes. They would look into that. I feel like they would just naturally gravitate to like figuring out how far they could literally go. And that's not very far for a lion. 7 or 8 acres I don't think is very far for a lion. The energy between you and them, they're expanding the boundaries. They just keep expanding the boundaries. And I'm getting like it keeps the situation going. When they initially do, when the boundaries are initially expanded, I'm getting that everything is great, but it's temporary in the sense of like once you realize you're still captivated, you're still held captive within boundaries. Even though they're a lot more spacious, there's a lot more place to roam, more room to move. I'm getting you're still confined. So at first you're liking it. First you're kind of like, okay, I got more area, I'm outside, I can do what I want. But it's like, wait a minute. When you see the truth, you're like, wait a minute, okay, I see what's going on here. I'm not in this little cage anymore. I'm like, instead of having like a 30 feet by 50 feet cage, it's now 7 to 8 acres, which is better. And you're like, it's better, but you're like, you still know it's there. And at first you're kind of keeping that to yourself, but I feel like, again, I'm getting this lion energy kind of like tracing the border. Like you're immediately finding out like what are the new boundaries? What are the new boundaries here? And like you're searching them out right off the bat. I feel like that's a natural thing. Like what are the boundaries? Because you know that they're still there. You just got to find them, and you immediately do. As fast as you can, you find them. Success is still here, but it's almost kind of like, all right, okay. When I'm getting this whole thing, it's kind of like, all right, boundaries around this whole 7 or 8 acre thing. But over there, the boundaries are a little weak. And over there, I think I could get under that. And over here, I think I could get over that. You're kind of like, you're also noticing really quickly the flaws. And you're like, kind of like, I think I need to be careful when I use these to my advantage, but when I'm ready, I know I can go. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Kind of like, I need to be very smart and strategic about when I use them, but I'm seeing a couple places where I think I can get out when I want to. Thing is, maybe I won't be able to come back once I do. Whoever you're dealing with, they seem to be very hopeful that the new boundaries will be enough for you. Will they be? I don't know. We got a little further to go here. We got that card from the bottom of the deck that's face down because I just left it there. We'll find out what that is. They're very respectful, complimentary maybe. I'm getting grace with the confidence. They're trying to keep it so that you're very happy within these new confines. I keep using that lion in the cage thing here, so it's kind of like they're making sure there's more than enough food there for you. They're bringing in other things to keep you amused, keeping things there for you to do. Like maybe there's a swimming hole in there. There's maybe other animals that are cooperative to your lifestyle, whatever. They're trying to keep it very complimentary. They're not only trying to make it enough space-wise, they're trying to make it so you want to stay. I don't know if they're successful. We'll find out in a minute. It seems like they're realizing like this. You're still like you can you really control a Leo though? Like I mean seriously, can you though? I mean come on. They got the 7 of Wands with the 7 of Coins. That's trying to hold it together, but realizing it's not going to be easy. They keep trying to like. It's kind of like all right. You might be able to feed the lion, but you're going to have to keep that menu interesting. You just can't keep just throwing a side of beef in there. It's just not going to work. They're going to get bored with that. They're going to want something different. They have to keep it fresh and new. They have to cycle things through. They have to make sure that they have new things for you to do and keep you engaged. Is that the 6? 7 of Coins. It's going to be a constant effort. If they want to keep you happy and they want to keep you contained, well, they're going to have to keep you happy to keep you contained. And I feel like they're realizing that. And that's a big job in itself. It's interesting to me because for a while, I think it's going to work. But because you're okay with it, you're kind of like, well, as long as you keep entertaining me. As long as they keep trying to make you happy and they keep going out of their way to do so, all right, I'll do it. You already saw your ways you could get out if you want to, but you're like, well, for now, they keep bringing me stuff that I like. Right now, it's fine. I'll keep going with this. As long as they keep catering to my needs, I guess, I'll go with it. For now, I'll go with it. And I feel like that's why we got the Four of Swords. Like, it's pretty good there. For now. For now. But I also feel that Leo energy kind of like as soon as it changes, though, and I feel like that's what it's saying here. Kind of like, you've got the Five of Wands waiting. As soon as they drop the guard, or do I want to say they drop the effort, when they stop putting in the effort to keep you happy, things are going to change quickly. I'm getting you're going to ride this out as long as it's to your benefit, and I don't see any reason why not. You are aware of the boundaries, and I think that's what they're not realizing. So it's not like you don't have any options. You just like the option they're giving right now. And I feel like that's where the loyalty ends here. For some reason, I just feel like I don't like that I'm confined, and I can get out when I need to, but if I get out, I can't come back. That's kind of how I feel. Like if I do decide to break out of these boundaries, I'm taking off and I'm not coming back. I'm not going to let them catch me again and confine me again. And I do feel like you have this on your side in the sense of like, I don't think this is going to be permanent. But I feel like I'm gonna ride this out as long as it's beneficial to me. And I feel like they're saying, that's good. It's good for you. It's good for the situation. At some point, this will end. I feel like somebody's learning something here because I'm getting that there's a house in the background here. Like if you can see it over, I think it's on the other side over here. And I'm feeling this house like, whoever's trying to confine you, they really got to think a little harder about what they're doing. I feel like whoever's trying to confine you, they wanted somebody very active and helpful and useful, but they didn't realize the balance of that. Like the effort, I don't think they realized like what they got what they asked for in a way, but they asked for too much. Like they thought they got what they wanted, and then at some point I feel like it is going to be too much for them. And when it's time to let go, because it's going to move on, I keep getting with the Divine Guidance and the Nine of Pentacles, like that boat going down the river here, it's only going to last so long. And I feel like they're going to get exhausted and they're not going to be able to keep up with you. That's why I keep saying, can you really contain a Leo? They can keep you happy for a while, and you will choose to stay because you're happy for a while. But once you choose to go, that's that. And that's it. And I feel like this person is realizing, be careful what you wish for. And they might have thought they could control things a little bit better than they actually can. I almost feel like this is a person who can be easily a bit controlling. Very controlling is what I'm getting. But I almost feel like you're teaching them a good lesson, kind of like, it's very exhausting to try to control people. And sometimes that's maybe the best lesson for this person. They should be exhausted because it's not good the way they're doing things. And this should cause them to want to do things differently. So it's almost like you're letting this play out and you're sticking with it as long as it's good for you. I think this is very good because it's teaching this person that this is not really the way they want to do things. This is very exhausting. This isn't worth it in the long run. To get the outcome you want from a person that's as productive as you are, the Leo, it's just they need to handle things differently. They have to stop controlling people and start working with people. So I think this is a good thing. I think you doing it this way, in case you're having some type of reservation, like, oh, is this really the right thing to do? This person is learning a harsh lesson that may change their trajectory down the road, where they learn, it's not the best to try to control people, and it's very exhausting, and it's not really even that helpful in the long run. It just takes much more energy to do something, which instead of this person trying to control you, if they took that same energy and just did what they wanted themselves, they'd be a lot happier. So it's instead of taking that energy and applying it to the situation directly and just doing it themselves, they're using the same energy to control you, to get you to do it, which is just wasteful. You know what I mean? It's like they're taking the energy of two people to get something done. They're wasting their energy to try to get you to do it. instead of just doing it themselves. If they just do it themselves, it would just be better for them. It's a waste of manipulation. A waste of manipulation? What is that supposed to mean? This is manipulative energy. Manipulative energy. I get that. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Because like they're going to realize that what they're doing to manipulate somebody isn't to their highest good. I don't know. I don't know if I like that either. But that makes... This is a manipulative energy. It is. So I feel like you're exhausting them. And hopefully they go somewhere good with that afterwards. But I am getting a manipulative energy. Very manipulating. Thing is, you get the better of them. So... I don't know what they're learning from that, but they're learning something from it. Ugh. I don't know. I'm like, oh, I don't like that idea, but they're learning this is not the way to do it. That's for sure. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I'm not comfortable with that energy. But anyway, I'm going to let it go. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's also linked below. Thank you very much, and you have a good day.